Trader Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Happy Friday, TGIF. You're almost there. I guess maybe a few more hours and the weekend is upon you depending on the time zone in which you are in. Right now it's about 12:39 Eastern time. So I want to make a note here. I want to make a note that the video is actually being recorded while the market is still open. Typically speaking, what I do is I normally would record these daily videos after the market closes, which is around 4 p.m. Eastern time. So take note that depending on when I upload this, the price points in which I'm referencing to might be skewed somewhat. Again, it's about 12:40 p.m. Eastern time. So about 3 or 4 hours left or so for the markets to wrap up the first full week of September. And do note that this is the last month in the third quarter. We have one more quarter to wrap up 2019. Like I tell everyone, ensure that you make it a good one. And you can start by signing up at ShortMeTina.com. All right, so that's out the way. Before we get into a recap of the overall market, let me welcome you. Right, so if this is your very first time, your very first time tuning into a ShortMeTina video, I'd like to say welcome. Do us a solid. In the comment section, drop us a comment, say hi, let me know how you found me and generally your views on my analysis. If you are returning, I want to say welcome back. You know the spiel. I know you can be doing a lot of other things, but right now in this moment, you choose to spend it with me, and for that I am grateful. Also, do us a solid in the comment section. Drop us a comment. You can say hi. You can let me know your name, or you can also just let me know your views on the market. All right. So let's get underway with a recap of the overall market. Right now, what you're looking at is the S&P 500 SPY daily chart dating back to 2016. But let's focus in on price action towards the ending of 2017 until present. Right now, I see a quote here of 301.45, so we're essentially slightly up to flat on the day. Let's zoom in. Let's see what happens. So today, everyone is highs 302.59, making all-time highs once again, taking out yesterday's high of 302.46, marginally in many respects. So again, if you want a full picture on my view of the SPY, you can definitely listen to the video I did yesterday or any video I've done within the past year. Literally, I want to say from October of 2018, when you first had that huge 25% pullback, I have been doing a market recap. At any rate, so right now we're clearly above that 2-year resistance. We can call that level around 293 to 295. So we're definitely above that resistance level, and so far so good if you are on the long side, which I am not. I actually shorted the market a while back. Anyway, so what I spoke about yesterday is all about sustainability, whether or not this breakout that we're seeing here will be sustained or if we will pull back heading into, I believe there's a Fed meeting on Thursday. And as we can see within the past, they have a tendency, depending on which way they swing, to, on some levels, move the market. So that's really what I'm paying attention to. I already have my game plan for the most part set in play. So it's just a matter of monitoring and watching at this point. So again, the level that I'm paying attention to, and you can kind of like discount this range for now, because we're above it. So again, the price point that I'm paying attention to right now, obviously, would be all-time highs of around 302, what was it, 46 or 56, something like that. So I'm paying attention obviously to all-time highs. If we continue to reach all-time highs, obviously that bodes well for the bulls, but I'm also paying attention to that 293 to 295 area, whether or not the market is actually going to pull back and find itself stuck or caught back into this range right here that it saw itself for, I want to say, all of August. All right, so that's what I'm paying attention to today, heading into next week, the remainder of the third quarter, and perhaps even the fourth quarter. All right, what else? All right, and then we have the IWM up about 0.57% on the day. I see a quote here right now of 157.93. We went as high as 158.92 today. So essentially sort of running into that resistance level of around close to 160, which is a level that has served as resistance for about 2 years. We've gone over this endless amount of times, perhaps to the point of nausea. But again, went very close to that 160 level today, again topping out at around 158.92 before pulling back to 158. 157.95. Now this is like the moment of truth for me here, heading into, not today, I think today we're essentially going to finish somewhere around here. I can't see the markets really kind of spiking up or down with 3 or 4. I mean, obviously anything is possible, but I can't see that likely. I can't see that happening. More than likely, we're going to close somewhere around 157, I want to say, give or take, essentially flat on the day. But then obviously heading into next week will be very telling. Will the markets rally, right? So we're really at that. And, you know, side notes, sort of like on a shorter time frame, I want to say from June to present, this is a relatively bullish setup looking like it's actually forming. But again, let's see how it plays out. But again, heading into next week, we want to see whether or not the market can actually get that push, right? That push with volume above a level it hasn't traded within really for about 2 years, with the exception of this highlighted area here. So if we can do that, obviously all good. And yeah, it would be really great if the market can do that. But again, we've been here several times before. The black arrow indicates essentially all the times we've gotten to 160 and we have failed, like literally failed to actually get above and sustain that move. So is this time number 7? I don't know. Let us see. What else? All right, and another update on ticker FRAN. It's up about 36% on the day. I see here a print of $19.25. So where did we open up today? We opened at 14.12. Yesterday we closed at 14.12. So essentially we opened up not above or below the exact same point in which we closed at yesterday. And so right now we took out we took out this week's high of around 1837, sitting here at 1932, which is essentially the high of the day, clearly on above average volume. But since the run up the first 2 days earlier in this week, volume has sizzled a little bit. But even so, still acting very bullish. Clearly a stock I think everyone should have on their radar, including me, although I sort of dropped my eye on this one. I wasn't paying attention to it in the morning. It's just when I was looking for tickers to analyze that I stumbled upon it and realized that it actually made a huge move on the day. So 100% I'm going to put like a sticky note on my desktop screen reminding me to pay attention to ticker FRAN on Monday morning, because I mean, you know, if small caps explode the way it's been doing for the past few trading days, this might actually run. And this is the type of stock that can go from, you know, 20 to perhaps 80 and $100 because of the float in a relatively short period of time. So these are the type of speculative picks that I like to play. These are the type of speculative picks that I like to play, because they have the potential to, you know, really move the needle in your trading account without you risking too much, right? So put FRAN on your radar. Again, still above average volume, and it's being held up here, sitting at 1901. It's actually trading at the highs of the week. What else? All right, quick follow-up on Zynga. Like I indicated yesterday, I'm long, like I've stated for the last, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, maybe all of 2019, that I've remained bullish on ticker ZNGA with an end-of-year target of about $8. So some volume came in, I want to say the last 2 or 3 trading days, I believe. One of their games, I cannot remember the name of the game, so comment in the comment section if you will, is actually performing really well in terms of grossing. I think it's probably in the top 10, which is very huge. I don't think people understand how huge and how big it is to actually get into the top 10, not just grossing in terms of games, it's top 10 altogether grossing. I think in terms of games, it's about top 3. So not an easy thing to do. The fact that they've done it, and I think they've actually sustained that ranking for the past 2 or 3 days, is very promising in terms of their bottom line. So I'm really paying attention here to Zynga, not only because, you know, when we initiated this position about, I want to say several months to almost a year ago, we got into it when the stock was trading in the low to mid 3s, most recently going as high as around 665, definitely north of 100% move. Yes, we've had that pullback, and obviously obviously any stock that's giving you 100%, you want to take profits along the way, but you also want to hold on to some of those trades because you don't know how far they're going to take you. And you also want to be able to successfully add to an existing winning trade to make your profits even bigger. And that's what I've been looking to do with ticker ZNGA. So sitting here at 593, I think it's actually approaching an area where it is a good buy. And I'm really, obviously I'm going to I'm going to do it. I'm just not sure at what price point soon though, where I'm going to actually add to my existing Zynga position. So pay attention to this. I mean, again, looks like it's gearing up to run, and if the market rallies, I guarantee you this is going to rally with it. What else? You know what? Let's cap it there. Next week should be a very interesting and busy week in the market, and I really want to prepare for that. Not to mention, I want to get started on my Sunday newsletter. All right, so we're going to cap it there. Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of this video, I'd like for you to do 3 things for me. 1, comment in the comment section. I know I only analyzed about 4 stocks. I typically do anywhere from 5 to 10, but even so, what are your thoughts on those stocks? What are your thoughts on the overall market? That's the first thing. Comment in the comment section. Secondly, I do videos Monday through Friday, so if you want to be notified, ensure that you are subscribed at ShortMeTina, our YouTube channel. And obviously, lastly, I have been trading for well over 15 years. If you think you can learn anything from me, then definitely head on over to our website, ShortMeTina.com, sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support. TGIF, enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to you on Monday.